on this episode of Bot vs. Con.
I only like one of the teams that they showed off. It does. The mask looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
That's probably why I like it.
I didn't realize how... I had Rhino as a kid. I didn't realize how big of a deal Rhino was.
Is this no longer core class? I don't know. Because it looks huge. It does look like that size compared to that computer.
It does look big. Because, I'd be mad if I picked this up thinking I was going to get this version and it wasn't the red windows. I'd actually send it back and complain and say, hey, this doesn't look like the pictures. Yeah. Any moment now, if you guys want to send it on over to me, please.
Giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, you are.
But
the colors and everything look on this. It was actually not a bad figure to transform. And the face, the head look is a different material. It's not that textured look. It looks really, really detailed. And they did a very
There's the robot part coming out of the techno-organic.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, Bot vs. Con fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
I don't know about that with how he's looking, but, we'll take him on his word. And I'm James the Con, and this is Bot vs. Con, where your voice is heard.
I've done a couple of, changes over the weekend. But anyway, speaking of that, I want to say thank you to our official sponsor, The Chosen Prime, where you can find many of the figures that we're going to be talking about, whether they're in stock, maybe on pre-order. I think a lot of things are going to get pre-ordered from there now. Also want to say thank you to our members. We really do appreciate you hanging out with us this past weekend. Lots of fun, lots of jokes, some at my expense. But also to our subscribers. Without you, we would not be doing this show. So we really do appreciate all of you for your support. And with that, let's just go ahead and jump into the news.
Yes, and Bobby already kind of alluded to this, so let's just rip off the Band-Aid. A lot of Chinese stores are saying that they're just holding off on shipments until, the end of May. That I guess Fans Hobby's doing the beginning of May, because when they're going to update us because of the tariffs. I believe you had a email from, is that Robot Kingdom?
No, this one's from TF Direct.
TF Direct, thank you. Robot Kingdom said they're just stopping shipments until the end of May. And TF Direct, if I'm reading your email right, is just saying they're adding $30 to every order. And then when you pay the fees, they refund you. Which isn't a bad way, honestly, to go about it. Yeah,
I'm cool with that. The thing that caught me on that, though, is that they said you have to contact us to get that refund.
Yes, probably with the receipt.
And I did message them back and asked, how are you giving the refund? Because I don't need any points in store credits or anything like that. I want my money back. So stay tuned. I'll find out hopefully by tomorrow.
Yeah, so keep a lookout. Go online, make sure you read all the things on a website before you order now, if you're from the US. If you're not from the US, have fun. Ordering is probably normal for you. I didn't understand this next one, but maybe you can. So Skybound is having an investment thing where you get an extra 10% investment bonus by May 4th. Is it stocks? I don't know. Can you?
Yeah. So it looks like they're opening it up to people who want to invest in the company. So it's really cool. I'm considering it, actually. I think the Transformers franchise, I think we've all been happy with. I actually have been watching that cartoon, Invincible, yeah, that too. I didn't say I read the name. I watched the show. I really enjoy the show. I'm actually all the way caught up on that. And I mean, it's two properties that I support. So why not jump in and see if I can turn some of my investments into some dollars for me.
Yeah, I didn't know Skybound did Invincible and Walking Dead. I used to read the Walking Dead comics a long time ago. Never really got into the show, but I liked the comics. I don't know what the other two are. I believe that's Renfield. Is that Nick Cage?
That is Nick Cage.
Right, as Renfield is Dracula. And I don't know what the last one is. But so they do some big stuff. I didn't know that. So that makes sense why Transformers is so good. I thought it was a brand new company. doing it. I didn't really look into it, but I am glad to see Transformers handled with such appreciation. And I think we can both see that in what they're producing.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna take a sum of money and try it out, see how it works.
Yeah. So let us know if you'll be investing in some stocks with Skybound. Maybe Prime with the Megatron arm will catch on even more, and the stock will go crazy. So let us know, and we'll be right back with what has been announced. Moving into just announced, both me and Bobby got dressed up for this because this is the closest thing I own to football attire, because the NFL showed off collab with Transformers, and we've got the Kansas City Chief KC-59, Dallas Cowboys Star Blitz, Pittsburgh Steelers Steel Smash, Green Bay Packers Tundra Prime. So each one of these is going to be $25. They are saying that the delivery is going to begin in late April for the US and Canada, late April as well for Asia, and early July for Europe and the UK. So I will go first really quick because this is totally out of my comfort zone. I think the price is right. I don't know how big these are, but they look kibble-tastic. Like they're
5 inches.
Okay, so they're the normal deluxe size. They're completely shell formers, and they don't look amazing, but for $25, if you like a team, I can see going for it. I don't understand it, but more power to all of you that want to. Now, as a football fan yourself, what do you think about these?
I only like one of the teams that they showed off.
It's the Cowboys, right?
Hell no.
I know that's the one thing I know is you didn't like them.
So if they do all 32 teams, wait, let me think about that. I was thinking I'd be in for all of them if they did all 32 teams, but that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Out of these, I will probably pick up Kansas City. Mm-hmm. So I'm a 49er fan and a Kansas City fan and a Raider fan. So I'm surprised that they definitely didn't do the Raiders. I thought that would be a big one on there. And the 49ers, also the Eagles, especially since the Eagles just won the championship, but I'm sure they have already had these made or in the process. But some of those other teams I thought they would have made. So hopefully they do. If it's just these 4, then I'll just probably get the Kansas City, even though I do like the Pittsburgh Steelers colors on that one. So
yeah, that one does look good. My favorite one, color-wise, nothing to do with... I know nothing about them. I really like the gray on the Cowboys one, just because I think it looks nice with the grays and the blues and stuff like that. Don't know anything about the team. But here are the helmet modes, and the helmet modes are very clean. You could tell this is what they focused on.
Yes.
They said whatever with the bottom modes, just make sure it turns into an appropriate-looking helmet. And they have 2 head sculpts. There's 2 with one and 2 with the other. And I think the head sculpts look kind of cool. I like that they have the little black stuff under the eyes on one of them. The other one looks like a construction worker. But I guess that's cool too.
Yeah. I like both. I like the way they look as helmets. I probably have if I did get all 4 of these, I'd have the cowboy guy fumbling the ball or on the ground crying or something like that. And if you're a Cowboy fan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're a Cowboy fan. So, but I think these are really cool. I think that this is a good way to bring Transformers and the NFL together.
I thought they were going to do that. Remember the robot that used to do dances and stuff in between things?
Yes.
I want a Transformer that looks like that.
That would be cool.
I was like, that's cool when my dad would have it on, and I'd be like, I want to see that. And then he'd turn it off, and I'd walk out of the room. So let's move on to something that's more up Bobby's alley, and we've got Transformers, EarthSpark, Smash Changers, Jawbreaker, and Twitch. Now, you did say you liked the Switch design in blue, I think it was. So will we be seeing these in your collection?
Hell no. And you have Jawbreaker, so you should
not
be
this one.
Exactly why. So that's why you need this one.
No, these honestly don't look bad for kids. Have fun with them. The price is probably right. They're probably like $9.99, which for 3, 4, 5-year-old would be perfect.
Yeah. definitely. Not for my collection, but definitely for the kids. And some people like the show. Some people like the figures. So I mean, there's some adult collectors as well. So.
Oh yeah. I think you could probably get the other ones that are a little bit more posable, but these are fun Fiddlebots. I had which one? I forgot. I got one it was in a multi. Remember Bumblebee? Remember it was in the multi pack with like Frenzy and Ratbat. You might not remember that.
I don't remember that at all.
And it was a Target exclusive. And I remember I found it and I got it, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of fun to flip back and forth." But then I gave it to my coworker because she likes Bumblebee. So let's keep it moving. 3-0 showed off MDLX Red Alert. What do you think about this?
This looks amazing. This looks so good. Like so good. Man, if I can't get some stuff,
Then you're gonna get this.
it becomes a slow period. I can't even say a slow month. If it becomes a slow period, this looks really, really good.
I have to agree. I mean, I always liked Red Alert's colors better than Sideswipe. It's just more interesting to me, not character-wise, just color-wise. This looks great. Hopefully, I'd rather get DX9s, depending on how things go. The DX9's Red Alert, but this looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd rather get let me not say I'd rather because I don't know, but I'm also looking forward to Fans Toys whenever that comes around. So that
if they do it,
but this looks really, really good.
It looks better than some of their other ones. This one isn't too crazy like the Seekers with the weird hook feet and stuff like that,
Well, we don't see the feet on this yet.
But it's still not... Yeah, they had pictures. It's nothing crazy. So, yeah, I think this looks great.
I do too. Man. Only if it transformed.
Speaking of Fans Toys, this is from, I believe, Robo Lucas, and he's having fantastic model, different designs. I don't know why these are specifically for the Fantastic Model Ultra Magnus. I think they could go on any one, but yeah, he's doing Autobot water slide decals. So
yeah, and shout out to Robot Lucas. He was also selling the windshield for the X-Transbots Fast. I think it was the black one that had the whole, yes, and so he actually did some labels for, I don't know how many pictures you have here, but he actually did some labels for a few different characters, and they look really good.
Yeah, he did the Constructicons. We already talked about them in the past. The Sideswipe, Gears, and a whole bunch of others. So I do think these look good.
Yeah, these look really good. I'm thinking I'm going to hit him up.
Yeah. Next up, we have Funby Studios gaps for Megatronus. So it's just, I think, the inside of his arms, and I don't know where the other one is. So maybe his thigh? Either which way, you're going to go ahead and 3D print these?
I need a 3D printer. I may pick up some things. If things go off the wire, I may be picking up a 3D printer. I do want one. So, I do really want one.
If that's not hit with taxes. This looks good.
Yeah, I really like the figure. I haven't looked at it enough to say it warrants gap fillers. Like some figures, you're like, okay, first thing, it needs gap fillers. But I didn't really see anything obvious. Again, I telling on myself here. When I got it, I didn't, really spend any time with it. I transformed it once, and then I had to go do some other things, and I haven't picked it up since.
Yeah, I actually canceled my pre-order for it. I don't think I'm going to be picking it up. But you should just wait anyways for the DNA set if you really want to upgrade it.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to make the figure look better. So, yeah, it looks fine.
It looks great. It looks great still.
For my collection, it's too tiny. I mean, I only have MPs out, and Megatronus needs to be, I think, a head or two bigger than Megatron, which would make him 11 or 12 inches. So when they do a KO oversized, I'll be right there. Moving on, we've got, where is it? A QQT Studio kit, I guess that's what they're calling it, for Titan-class Scorponok. I guess with the re-release, right? So if you need more pieces and you can't find the DNA one, you can go ahead and get this.
Yeah, it was the weapons. I think it's foot extenders or height.
I can read it. It includes weapons, shoulder guns, replacement heads, leg boards, and foot heightening. And in all three of his forms, the accessories are stored, and there's easy installation with no need to replace parts. And it says all functions, fully equipped, plus modifies body, plus liberates the original head monomer. So you don't need to use you can have the headmaster separate.
Yeah, this kit looked really good. I did pick up the DNA kit initially, but this is a nice looking kit.
I agree. Yeah. If I was looking for one, I'd probably pick this up. It has a gun, which was my main complaint with this figure.
Yeah, that was. And then the DNA kit, I mean, I guess they're re-releasing it, but I know initially it came in 2 parts, and that it got pricey.
Yeah, and then when Black Zarak came out, it was just 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't understand this. So Cybertron Labs showed off a 3D printed set for Optimus Prime, which gives him arms. So maybe if you break an arm, you could 3D print your own.
Huh. Unless it's just a different upgraded arm, maybe?
I don't know. They look the same to me, but maybe it's different. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pick up this figure, so I don't know.
This is the original figure.
Oh, God. Oh, I haven't touched that thing in a decade.
I think this is the one that doesn't combine, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
I could be wrong, but I think that's this one.
I can't say I picked it up when I moved over here, so I haven't touched that figure in like 4 years.
There you go. Moving on, Super Make showed off Age of the Prime's Red Alert fillers. Don't need to really talk about this too much. If you need some fillers, go pick them up.
I literally just took this guy out the package and didn't do anything.
Oh, wow. Good for you. I didn't think he'd even be out of the package yet.
Yeah, I'm trying.
That's all we can ask for. They also made Prima fillers, which does make his abs look a lot better.
I agree. I probably won't pick it up though.
Let's see. Tim Hedda showed off Scrapper and Bone Crusher filler kits that are still in production or pre-production.
Yeah. I know someone who's going to need these kits, so
yeah, they work fine.
Yeah.
He also did it for which one it is? Air Raid.
Yeah. It's crazy how fast he gets these kits out.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Moving on, 115 Utopia showed off a Devastation Optimus Prime kit. So you get a gun and you get an axe. So it doesn't have like the motion blur effect that the one who came with it came with. I just wish they would have made the axe, clear orange. But maybe you couldn't do that if it's 3D printed.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's get it if you want it.
Yep. They're also doing one for Sentinel Prime. Now, I do like the pink in the shield. That's very vibrant. And I guess if they're doing the see-through pink, they could have done a see-through orange.
True.
But maybe it's not accurate to the game. Who knows? But this looks nice, too, if you need some swords for him.
Yeah. He's packing a little arsenal there, so it's fine. Pick it up if you want it.
Akai Studios showed off the super mode for the Armada Prime head, and this does look a lot better. I think this looks actually phenomenal. Somebody said that it's supposed to look like a fish because Armada and fishes, like naval armadas. I've never seen that. Please let me know if that's just one random person online or if it's supposed to look like that. But I think this head looks phenomenal.
It does. The mask looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
That's probably why I like it. Yeah. They also showed off this Prima head that they're working on, and here it is with the 3D printed prototype. If this figure came out with this head, I don't know if it transforms. But I would have probably picked this up. This looks really cool.
Well, the way the Prima transforms, the head doesn't really.
It's just at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if those I don't know, those side
Fins.
pieces aren't hanging out too much, maybe it will fit in there. But this head does look amazing.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I understand they were going for a G1 look with the head that's on it, but I just think this looks really. I would have pre-ordered this and probably had it in my collection by now if it had its head.
Yeah, it looks good.
Next up, we have I don't know who this is, but there's a G2 Megatron upgrade set on eBay. If you want this Megatron to look like this.
He's packing too. Jeez, he got guns on his shoulders, on his forearms. He's not playing no games.
He has the sword just hanging off his forearm too.
Yeah, so it looks fine. I'm okay. I probably will pass on this.
Yeah, it looks good. I just get fan sobbies.
Oh yeah.
This is all you, though. You know, you're the Legends collector of the two of us. New Age Toys showed off Transparent, Sea Spray, Windcharger, Hound, Wheeljack, Powerglide, and Huffer.
I mean, it's a good set. They actually don't look bad. I like the way some of these look. I'm not picking them up, but you were about to. I heard creeping out the corner of your mouth is making its way to the front. These look good. They look cool. It's almost like a different look of the figures.
Yeah, I think these are actually really nice.
Yeah.
The clear, it's not like the Dinobots that were all blue. You know?
Right.
These look like the characters. They just look crystal. Like if you go to Disneyland, there's a little store, a Swarovski store or something like that in the downtown Disney area. In the Louisiana area, and they have little Disney figures that are made out of crystal, and they look like these.
Or any mall, usually in the mall.
Well, I don't go to the mall. I haven't been to the mall in years, so that's where I know these from, and they look really cool. I think you should still pick them up, at least Hound. Because he was your first figure, and this is a weird repaint. Different.
I think this is a box set.
Well, maybe a gift box. You're right. Well, I think you have to get all of them to get Hound.
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
You did like this character though. So Movie 7 is doing De Huang Thing, which is Scourge. I guess it's what's it called? Legends? Legends for you. It's 6.7 inches tall. Is that Legends? Is it normal? I don't know how tall this character's supposed to be. I know you love that alt mode with all that stuff on the back, though.
Clearly, you let these glasses make you think that I was somebody different. The front of the cab actually looks good. That's about it. This is you're a fan of Scourge. This version of Scourge.
Not this version of Scourge. I've always liked the alt mode on this figure, the Mad Max inspired. I don't know what's going on with this one. What is all in the truck bed? Hopefully those are weapons that you could take off. I don't think they are. They look like arms. But the bot mode is very, very clean. But again, if it's 6.7 inches, which is what it said, this is Studio Series sized, I think. Is there any demand for this? I don't know, but there has to be if they're making it.
Yeah, I'm good. Again, grab it if you like it. Not a movie fan, not a Scourge fan really. So yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, doesn't even like the one with wings. Next up, we have the Super Alliance Mecha Truck Warrior via Shen2 Toy Box. And if you look, this looks like a combiner that combines with Bumblebee, Starscream, Shockwave, and Megatron.
Maybe this is what they need to go after Unicron.
Yeah, this is obviously a cheap knockoff. And honestly, it's not that bad. For like a kid or something like that. We've seen worse on this show in the last like 3 months.
Definitely. This isn't a bad one. I'm not picking it up, so don't get that. I heard it creeping up again. It's not a bad looking figure, and it's cool that it combines. And it's when they do things like this, when they put Autobots and Decepticons together, I want to have some storyline behind it of why you would do that, because otherwise it makes me think of, you don't know nothing about Transformers. You just saw an opportunity. It's like, hey, I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to make them all combine.
That's exactly what it is. It was probably more like, oh, we can make KOs of these figures. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
They saw $signs. So let us know what you think about this combiner. Do you want an MP sized version? I know Bobby would probably buy it.
No.
He'll be right back with the updates.
No.
So in between these segments, you should have seen a real Bobby came out and just beat Shatterglass Bobby and threw him through a portal or something. So now we got regular Bobby back that's not going to buy all the legends. So let's get into updates. And the first thing, real Bobby, you did get the Kickstarter and there's some news on it. So what do you think of all these news?
Really, really cool. So the coins, we've met that stretch goal for those who've backed it. So we've reached that stretch goal. We're working on to the issue of the All Are Dead comic, which is really cool. The reprint of that, and then the fans voted on these tech spec cards, and so they're actually working on those now. And it's Blaster, Galvatron, Blitzwing, and Hot Rod, which I didn't vote for any of those. Actually, I think I might have voted for Hot Rod.
I think all those make sense. You got two of the biggest characters from the movie, and then you have Blaster, which is a fan favorite, and Blitzwing. That's the one that I don't understand, but I guess he has a lot of fans out there. I'm with you. I would have automatically assumed that Galvatron and Hot Rod would have been in there. Blaster, again, as you said, is a favorite, even though Soundwave is more. I would just think that you would have those paired off. And then Blitzwing was definitely the surprise. I didn't see that coming at all. Yeah. So let us know if Blitzwing's your favorite Transformer down below. Let's move on to something that Shattered Glass Bobby really wanted, but he's beaten down, so I don't know what Bobby's going to do. We got KGBO X Killer Body, and we've got 2007 Frenzy and Wheelie. Oh, well, it's Revenge of the Fallen Wheelie, but you get me. I will say these look phenomenal for what they're supposed to be. They're very screen accurate. They don't transform. That Frenzy looks just like he stepped out of the movie. I don't remember Wheelie. If he looked like this, all I remember is him doing very lewd things to people. And wasn't really Wheelie at all. But Frenzy looks really good. Yeah, I'm good. But they're cool.
I'm so good. When you said Killer Body, I started thinking about the helmet again.
Oh, it is the same. I knew. Oh, the helmet I think is behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pick them up, Bobby.
I wouldn't even pick it up with your credit card.
Next up, we have Oddly and Transformers, the premium painted Shattered Glass Soundwave, Starscream, and Prime. So these all look really good. Pick them up if you can, if you want them. So
they do.
Soundwave's probably the best looking one in my opinion.
Yeah, I was just looking at Ravage sitting there. He does look good. The Starscream has looked better in other pictures.
And they did have a comparison to the one that came on the blind box set, at least for Starscream, and it is a darker color, a darker gray.
Okay.
Whether or not that's more accurate or if that's wanted, I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, they look good. They really do look good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, moving on. I think these are the same pictures we already saw, but a different angle of the MPG 17 Optimus or Rodimus. Some people corrected me, called him Rodimus by accident on the last time we talked about this. And these are via Twitter user Rion A Hobby 007. So yeah, this thing's actually pretty big compared to Trypticon, if Trypticon's as big as I think he is, because I don't have him. And I do see Heat Wave all the way in the corner, so hopefully he comes out soon, because that means Skybound's coming out soon.
And the other Prime guy, the green
Micronus, but that he's already pretty much released. So
Micronus.
Micronus.
I thought you said Nightcronus. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I saw these pictures and I was like, wow, that Prime's big, because I was just looking at how tall he is next to Trypticon, and then I noticed that he's on a riser.
Oh well, yeah.
And I mean, but he still looks like a good size.
Yeah, he does. So it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, still haven't decided if I'm going to pick it up or not yet.
You can see the shoulder flaps that need to be pushed in.
Yeah, that looks bad.
Yeah. Next up, this is all you loyal subjects. I think these are new pictures. They might not be showed off. The Mask Mobile Defense Unit, MDU. I feel like it was Rhino.
It's Rhino.
Right? So I don't know what that means. And this will be the first release.
Yeah. They have my money. And especially after talking with Ace, again, shout out to Ace from Ramen Toy, and getting clarification that they weren't going to release all the Mask figures. This is a must-have. I didn't realize I had Rhino as a kid. I didn't realize how big of a deal Rhino was, which is ironic. I didn't really. I thought it was cool, but yeah, I'm very interested in getting this now.
Yeah. After talking to Ace, you can really see, like what he said, these are like re-releases.
Yeah.
They aren't like what they are doing, which is making Masterpiece. This is like more along the lines of Missing Link, I would say. There's the blast effects and a little bit more. So either which way, this is cool. Pick it up if you want it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have Mask and Transformer crossovers already. They could do a whole line.
Oh, that would be bananas. If they did a comic or something like that, I'd be all in on the comic. If they did movie, cartoon, toys, I'd be all in on it.
Well, they don't even need a crossover with Transformers for you to be all in on it.
True. They can call it a Transformer.
Now, what if they did it? Pretend, and they all looked like movie characters.
I'd smack the person who decided to do that. I'd get DX9,
if it was like
swipe hand, and smack the hell out of whoever did it.
If it was like Movie Prime, but he turns into... I know Rhino's a bad guy. Right? Rhino's bad? Right?
No, good.
No, he's good? Oh, so if they got Movie Prime and he turns into Rhino.
Yeah, I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
Alright, well, let's keep it going. And let's talk about this 3D printed Optimus via Shinto Toy Box. I don't think you could buy this, but I think we already talked about it once. And this is the non-transforming 3D Prime with the trailer and everything that you can have. So you can have both versions, and it's pretty amazing that you can 3D print this.
It is. Gosh, I need to get a 3D printer. I need a 3D printer.
There you go. That's your next purchase. Akai Studio showed off the 86 Galvatron parts that we already looked at. So go with their head, I guess. And they look good.
I like that. It just says back part.
And
you can tell what everything else is, and they're like, yeah, they're not going to know what this is. Back part.
It would have been funny if they put fin.
Yeah, there we go.
And you would have been like, what is that? Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah. They also showed off their Sandstorm head, and boy, this guy's like the Crimson Chin. The first thing I noticed.
Chisel.
Exactly, yeah. It looks good, though. It does look good. I don't know if he looked like this, but it does look good, and I think it's been confirmed they're coming out with another one. It's not a leak, it's a confirmation with this more tune head sculpt. So you can wait and pick that one up, but if you already got this figure and don't want to buy another one, this makes sense.
Yeah, if you don't
You're
want
to pick up the other one.
Well, I'm thinking about it like the cost of the head versus the cost of the whole new figure. I think it's about the same.
Yeah, but what happens when it's like a more tune accurate deco or something like that?
The new figure?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I would just get the new figure.
Oh, I thought you said you'd rather pick up this head because you don't want to buy the new figure.
No. I just rather pick up the. I mean, if the cost
it's like $25 for their heads, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anyways, yes. So I would just pick up the new figure because it'd be about double the price, and you have a whole new figure, and you could keep this one in buggy mode, helicopter mode, or whatever if you want to do that.
Yeah, on sale.
Yes. Moving on, we've got X-Transbots Gravedigger, MX44, and they showed off the ab crunch. It's more if you just snap them in half. It does not look good from this angle. I'm sure from other angles when you pose it would actually look good. So, does Fans Hobbies have the ab crunch? Fans Hobbies, Fans Toys. I'm asking him questions he doesn't know.
It does not have an ab crunch.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't believe it has.
You breaking it over there?
No, it doesn't have an ab crunch.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that was. I believe that was something they said. I got it again. I'm telling what I got, and I haven't messed with it a lot. But I don't believe there's an ab crunch.
Well, I mean, this kind of solidifies what we've been talking about, where the individual bot modes of X-Transbots seem to be better than Fans Toys. But the combined mode, who knows? So,
yeah, a lot of things change when you get it in hand as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, this might feel horrible. With plastic. The green could be another color from their other greens, which we've seen happen with their Scrapper and Long Haul. We don't know. But articulation, it does seem like X-Transbots is winning that.
Yeah. I need to see it in hand.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah. Moving on to another Devastator, we got Dr. Wu's loader and mixer, and they showed off where the combiner parts go.
God, they're so weird looking. I'm not picking them up. It's bad I gotta say this.
You should pick them up.
But they look interesting. I'm not picking them up. But
they look interesting to you. Just pick them up.
No, I don't need any more Devastators.
Yeah, you do. This is completely different from the other ones.
It definitely is.
That's why you need it.
No. Oh, no. Nope, not gonna do it.
Especially since Scrapper over here looks like he could fly. It integrates so well.
Yeah.
It doesn't just peg on like some of the G1 figures. It's like integrated into it. It's really cool. Both of these look great. I'm good, but I think they look good.
Yeah, I don't need no more Devastators.
Yeah, that's what you say, and then you're gonna pick up the box set or something. And here we go. We got DX9 Mini 03 Brainstorm, and these are via Weibo user. He looks very tired.
I was about to say, like, I thought I
like me
sleep. I'm like, man, he got those things carved in there. The bot mode looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It's this mode that I don't know. It doesn't look finished.
Yeah, it's very blocky. Not blocky. That's the wrong word. It looks like what you were saying with the Legos throughout it. Yeah, but here he is with the Chromedome, and this is via Weibo user Seasonan. And honestly, they look good together.
They do look good
if
together.
You want these characters and don't care about the alt modes, you could go ahead and pick these up.
I totally agree. These look really good in bot mode, but yeah, the alt, and it's funny, the alt mode on both of them doesn't look pleasing to my eyes.
Mm-hmm. On both of them, yeah. One that's supposed to turn into a car turns into a minivan. So, but they look good in bot mode. So.
They definitely do.
DX9 also has new pictures of their version 2 of Redstorm.
Yep. There goes another $100.
This does look so much better than the first release.
Yeah, the only thing that's missing, or two things, and that the one they could have done, which is the wheels.
I was gonna say the wheels is gonna be your number one.
And the only other thing that would have completely cleaned it up is if they took the bar piece off of the rear wing.
The hinge off of the
I could not think of the word. Yes, those are the two parts that, to me, take away from the alt mode. Bot mode, it looks very clean.
Completely agree. Bot mode, I love the color changes. He doesn't have those weird half-on silver socks no more. All the white's the same color. It looks really good. I just wish it's not tune accurate, but that's fine. The cannon was double painted. I really like it when it's like a black base with the white missile on the top. I just think that looks cool. But again, that's preferences. The alt mode, I have the same problems like you. The wheels doesn't do anything for me just because I'm not a car guy. I wouldn't have known that they're supposed to be slicks. But the hinge is an eyesore. But this isn't honestly that expensive. It's like $80. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's going digital. I don't know when it's planning on coming out, but I can wait a little bit. I don't want to, but I can.
DX9 also showed off their G2 Menasor, or Attila B, as they're calling it.
Yeah. I'm patiently waiting on this to come. I ordered the kits for the cars to be on the front for the legs. So it's from Sean Misselbrooks on Facebook. A couple of people had asked me about that. Yeah, it looks good. I do like the colors. I just think it looks really cool.
I have to agree. With the legs on the other way, it would look really good. You just miss those colors, and for G2, I think it needs to be colorful. So, but I like the blue. The blue's great. The purple is good as well. It's very accurate. It just kind of blends in, at least in these pictures, on the chest.
Oh yeah,
maybe a little brighter or something. But again, that could just be the lighting they have. Yeah, this looks really good.
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to this.
Yeah. Moving on to another super deformed guy, we got Laser Cat Toys Steel Head via Meng Motion.
It's cute. I do have the Prime version. That could be a valid.
I know, I knew it.
This surprisingly was a good figure, and I really liked it. So yeah, this could be this will probably make it into my collection at some point.
Yeah, I think it looks great too. The teal is the right color. There's enough of it. I'm not picking it up though. I fool me once on an SD-Op Nemesis and fool me twice, then it would be shame on me. So no, I'm not listening to you saying these things are good. It does look a lot better though.
This one's better than the first one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like is that grill in the front, it doesn't.
It's parts forming, right?
It doesn't peg on anywhere in the bot mode.
Yeah. Like even if it pegged on to the back, that would be better.
Yeah, it doesn't fit nowhere that I found, and I mean, I was like,
he actually played with his toys for a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like I was patty caking with it, trying to find a place for it.
Moving on, we've got QQT Studio Predaking. This is, I guess it's 50 centimeters tall. That can't be right. I mean, if it's 50 centimeters, that's pretty big. And it features molded gear joints for articulation.
It looks really good.
I'm confused because it says QQT Studio 50 centimeter Predaking. So 50 centimeters would be about almost 2 feet tall. Is this no longer core class? I don't know. Because it looks huge. It does look like that size compared to that computer.
It does look big.
Is this a chug scale now? Because now I'm interested.
Yeah, I just did. It's 19 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's, I'd pick it up then.
I'm picking it up either way, because Predaking's my guy. I do see that he has a frame, which I'm not ecstatic about. But at the same time, it is what it is. And I think what I'm seeing, I'm liking what I'm seeing a lot.
I am too.
So,
yeah, hurry up and get it so you can tell me how it is.
Exactly. Go ahead and let us know, because he's talking behind me. Because you're my testing board, Bobby.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Any
happen.
QQT. I hope Devastator comes out first. We can see if that's good quality or not.
Nope, not gonna do that either.
Not you. I'm just mean in general.
Oh, just in general. Yeah.
But speaking of things that look good, we've got the Ocular Max Stray alternate version. It's really annoying me though that they're putting the chase in all of the pictures.
Strategic marketing, sir.
Well, and it's like people are going to see this and then get disappointed when they don't have it.
They're going to be pissed.
If they don't know, if like you're not in the news and you're not watching these things, you just see these pictures and you say, "Oh, that looks great with the red windows," and then you get it and you're like, "What is this?" I will say I don't like the spoiler. It looks cheap compared to the rest of it.
I completely agree, and even taking a step back to the comment you made, this is why if you're not a subscriber, you should go ahead and subscribe now, because you get news like this. Because yeah, I'd be mad if I picked this up thinking I was going to get this version and it wasn't the red windows. I'd actually send it back and complain and say, "Hey, this doesn't look like the pictures."
Yeah, I mean, you might not read the description. You know, people just buy things, and that I feel like they should be doing the other one for all of these press photos.
Exactly, because this is just getting people to want to buy in, and then when they find out, I can see people being really upset.
I would pick. I still want the red Windows version.
I do too.
I think it's so much nicer looking than the other one. So
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I now back to the spoiler does look cheap. It just it looks like it's unfinished. It looks like it's 3D printed piece that they just threw in there.
I think it's because it's the only red plastic on him. The red is painted everywhere else but the spoiler.
Well, it looks like now I'm looking, it looks like his wrist.
Oh, his wrist. I forgot about the wrists. You are correct. Yeah.
But still, I don't care. It still looks cheap.
It does. Yeah. Yeah, but the figure itself looks good. Go ahead and get it if you want. It's not a bad figure with the original one. Doesn't do anything very crazy or innovative, but it's cool.
Yeah, I just like the way the alt mode looks, and the red. Oh, yeah, I need that red.
Yeah.
Come on, give me the red.
Moving on to another chug scale combiner, we've got the Transage Hero Class Tegacero. So this is the 7-inch tall one, which looks almost identical to the one you have, which is phenomenal that they're doing it. And it does combine. I know we were saying, does it combine, does it not? Just because they haven't shown off it combining in this scale, but it does, like we thought. I do feel like the fins are upside down on this, though, for combine mode. Maybe the whole leg actually is upside down.
I don't think I've put mine in combine mode, so I don't remember.
Yeah. I'm going off of memory, too. I could be completely wrong.
I was looking at the tail part on his back. It looks like it's sitting really high up on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And again, I don't remember if the G1 does it. Mine's actually in dyno mode right now on the shelf, so I don't have any I don't remember. And it's been over a year since I've touched that one. It came out last January.
Wow, really? I don't remember that. Yeah.
Oh, I got it last January.
Yeah, I think this looks good though. So hopefully they'll do them in a different color, because I wouldn't mind getting this size in another color.
I don't want them to do anything.
Yeah. Well, these are only like what, $40 a pop? So
I don't want them to do anything else that's going to make me order it, and I may not be able to get it, or even worse, I really like it, and they do something like don't make it in the MP size. Oh, I'd be so mad.
All right, King Toys, now you got to do it. So let's see this in like a very fun color, and then release it in MP size after you release these ones.
Yeah, I'd be so mad.
Well, let's move on to another combiner that is small that you're still picking up, and that is the Iron Factory Vinicizer, because Death Cobra will be coming out. This is via I Am No Fire, and it shows off what it looks like with Death Cobra as an arm. So are you going to have it in this orientation, or are you going to have it with Hellbat as an arm?
I think I'm going to have it in this orientation, simply because it breaks up so much blue on one side. And
and you also have the Hades one with
yes. So that's the TFC version. I like how the Breastmasters all plug in the back. I haven't done this yet with mine, and I didn't know it can do that, so that's really cool.
It is very cool, and I also like that Hellbat kind of integrates just a tiny bit more with the wings flipping around as it goes on the back, versus Death Cobra, which just kind of pegs in as a helicopter.
Yeah.
So I think it looks good.
Yep. Any moment now, if you guys want to send it on over to me, please. And thank you.
While Bobby goes ahead and waits for them to send it on over directly to him, we'll be right back with what's incoming and recently released.
Yeah, send me my stuff.
Moving on to incoming, I can say Bobby is going to get 80% of what we're going to be talking about. Not the first one, though, I think. But he should get it, because he said it looked good. So, and that is behind the scenes of Vortex. Honestly, when I read it, there wasn't really any new news. It's the rotator, the thing spins, it does stuff, blah, blah, blah. So, not much news with it, just new pictures. And I don't know. This looks a little weird in these pictures. The front of it, it doesn't look... Maybe it's too long? Do you see what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It
still looks good. It still looks good. It's just a little different.
It looks like a Winnebago with blades on top.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so... the gap on the side is a little...
Gaptastic?
Yes. That's probably one of the biggest gaps I think we've seen in a Hasbro figure.
Yeah. I'm not picking this up. I decided that I'm not going to.
That makes sense.
I don't like the combined mode. I don't like the way it looks in combined mode.
This one? Here he is with Air Raid and in combined mode, and I'm like, this combined mode looks so weird. What is wrong with it? The helicopter's the wrong way. The cockpit.
Yeah.
On Bruticus, it's usually the other way because it flips down on the G1 and you plug the fist in. I don't see why they couldn't have done something where he kind of half transforms and then you put it on and transform, so at least it's the right way. Because this is not doing it for me.
Yeah. I'm just... Hasbro.
And maybe it's because it's on Superion and not Who knows? Bruticus might have an arm spinning gimmick or something like that. You know what I mean? Giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, you are.
But as it is right now, I'm not a big fan. And also that screw hole right where we can see it.
Right underneath the blade.
If it was on the other side, no problem. But if there's no screw hole on the other side, what are they thinking?
That's hilarious. I didn't even think about that. This to me, this shines in bot mode. I think it looks really, really good in bot mode. Air Raid looks good in bot mode. All
of the combiners, besides maybe some of Devastator, look good in bot mode. Even Menasor looks good in bot mode. I know your favorite's Breakdown because of the car mode, but the rest of them look good in bot mode.
Yeah. So I'm unfortunately going to pass on this.
Unfortunately?
Yeah, well, because I thought I was going to pick it up.
Okay.
And I'm similar to it's the timing. Magic Square has their Combaticons coming out, and they look really, really good. And it's similar to the Devastator, the 86 Devastator. It's just like there's 86 Devastators coming out right now, and Hasbro's releasing theirs. And if it came out earlier, I would have probably been in on it. But it's just like I'm getting so many Devastators, or I'm getting the Combaticons that look much more like what I would want the figures to look like, that picking these up is just, I don't want to say wasting money, but I can use that money for other things.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's just like me with, it's different with the Megatronus, and then I canceled the 2 packs that came out a long time ago that they're re-releasing, the Sideswipe and the Skywarp, just because I'm like, I have nowhere to put them. I'm just getting them to play with the figures and then putting them in a box, so I'm like, I don't need it. So it makes complete sense. And if you're going to cut out anything, it's probably on this show with us. If we're going to cut out something, it's probably going to be Hasbro.
Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, I did pick up some stuff, and it's funny. I actually did see some of the Constructicons, and I've been seeing the Aerialbots in stores, and I literally was like, I should probably get this just because, and I couldn't do it.
Well, let's move on to something that you are going to be picking up, though, and that is you already picked up 4/5 of these. That is the Ocular Max Maximus Pro Combiner Team. Yeah.
They're either going to be in this mode or bot mode. The combined mode is too small, and they really look good in bot mode so far.
I think they really look good in this alt mode.
And in alt mode.
I still will say it's funny to see Groove. I understand why, and I'm not going to say that that's bad that they did it, but that seat compared to the other ones is kind of funny. We did have a few comments saying, the alt mode on Blades is accurate, but if you actually look, it's supposed to come to a point with the white, and they didn't even paint it. You could tell that they just left panels unpainted and said it's good enough. Or, let's just not do it, and then we'll do it for the final version so people have to buy twice, just like DX9. Which doesn't surprise me. I would have rather it all just be red, but it is what it is. But the alt modes do look really good. I mean, you'll have 2 of these sets, maybe 3 when the G2 one comes out. So, you'll have your choice.
I'll have 2.
I'm talking about specifically MMCs.
Oh no, 2's good.
Not until the G2, or they do Guard City or something like that. They're doing, what's it called? Ruination. So they could just do a TFCon repaint that you'll have to pick up.
Damn you, James.
You're talking the truth.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm not probably right. I am right. If they do a TFCon repaint of this, you're picking it up.
You're probably right.
Yeah. And next up, we have the combined mode, and it looks really good with Legends. So I think you need to pick up some Legends to go with it.
I'm good. Unfortunately, I just think that it looks like a oversized Legends figure almost.
Shade.
No.
Tell us how you really feel.
No, I think it looks good. I do hate that it loses it on size, but it is what it is.
You couldn't really do that with them being normal MP size with being an all-in-one. It's just not feasible.
Yeah, they chose the gimmick over the size, which is fine. And honestly, if I didn't collect all the different brands, if I was like just a straight MMC fan, I wouldn't have a problem at all, because all of them would be about the same size.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it looks good. Not my favorite, but it looks good.
It does. It does look good.
Next, we have I think it's Spectre General or Spectre Commander, and these pictures are Razif of TFW. It still looks good. Proportions are a little wonky, but it looks good.
It does look good. It doesn't look as good as it did in other pictures. And I'm not trying to talk about anybody's photography or anything like that, but like when with the lighting and all that stuff, it kind of brings out details in it and colors in the figure that this isn't doing,
and it hides imperfections.
It does. And so when I saw this, I was just like, okay, it looks okay, but it's
this
not
is probably more like what it would actually look like on your shelf.
Yeah,
with all the lighting and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so I appreciate these pictures.
Yeah, so and we've pretty much seen it with the skull head on versus the normal Delta Max head on, so Delta Magnus rather. So that's something to think about as well. So it looks fine, and again, like I said, no offense to the person who took the picture. It's just that we're used to seeing it. All the pictures we've seen have been like doctored photos to make it really
with
highlight.
The color moved up and the lighting, contrast and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I'm still waiting for this to come. Hopefully, it won't be a ridiculous amount because they are definitely getting interest on my money they're holding.
Yeah, well, I think you'll get it, when you show up to BotCon.
Yeah, like give me my stuff. I'll take it with me.
Here we go. Here's the other Defensor you're talking about, and we've got X-Transbots MX31 Paragon. And you probably will have more because Fans Toys is probably going to start making a Defensor as well, and just put Devastator on hold for 3 years, and then do Defensor, and then not finish Defensor, and then finish Devastator. You know how they are.
I'm going to be nice and say hopefully they've learned their lesson.
And that was a joke. They probably won't do that. Hopefully they focus on Devastator.
Man, this is the first time I've been current with Fans Toys and collecting. So yeah, I mean, we will finally finish the Menasor this year, and the way these Constructicons have been coming out, I mean, hopefully they'll come out about every 6 months or so. However, that would be very cool.
Yep.
But yeah, they better not do like a big break. That would be terrible.
Okay, let's get back to the figure at hand. What do you think of this G2 Paragon?
I love it. I absolutely love it. It looks like a Ranger. It
does. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So I love it.
More of a nurse with that green color. Like Scrubs or Surgeon, maybe.
The green color made me think of a Ranger, like a medical Ranger, like when you go out, But either way, it looks fine. I shouldn't say fine. It looks really good. I really like it, and actually, I like this figure. When I don't like it as much as the MMCs in bot mode, and in terms of the fun of transformation, but I like the way the colors and everything look on this. It was actually not a bad figure to transform. The arm mode looks really cool. I know you were happy with the windows matching with the arm piece, and I wish it wasn't the lighting, but it would have been really cool if those lights on top could actually turn on, because it does look like it's a light in there. But yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, I do too. And like you said, it fixes the window problem. At least these renders do. Who knows when you get it in hand? It's X-Transbots. But I think that's really cool. I think this figure looks good.
Yeah, I hope they made it to separate the two pieces. That button, it was so stiff on mine. So hopefully it's a little bit easier.
Now you're going to make it more stiff.
Probably so.
And next we have Robot Toys Lord Venadictagon. Whatever. Scorponok. What do you think about this?
It looks great. Not a big fan of Beast Wars, even though I've been collecting some of the toys, but this looks really good. This looks really, really good. And I say it looks really good. It looks like it's supposed to look.
Yeah, I think, Beast Wars, especially Season 1, is one of those shows or toys, big characters, whatever you want to call it, that are hard to make look good in both modes. Look at the Dinobot back there. When it's in Dino mode, it has Paneltastic throughout the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And they did a really good job with the Scorponok. The only thing I'm worried about is in all the pictures we see, the tail's off to the side. I'm like, can it not stay up? Or are they trying to get it in frame? I don't know. But I do think this looks really good. I do have this pre-ordered at the Chosen Prime. So you could go get it there. And yeah, I'll be happy to get this in my collection. And I love the texturing. I don't think we talked about that.
No.
The texturing on the claws and the bicep and the tail, it looks so good. It's not smooth. And I like that because it looks like what Scorpion should, I guess. I don't know. I've never pet a Scorpion, so I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe I should go get a Scorpion, maybe. But
I think you should.
Yeah.
And let
They're too fragile.
Just let it walk on your arm, and just let it freelance.
Yeah, no, they're too fragile. So I don't have a tarantula.
I used to have a pet tarantula. A whole nother story. I also like the weapons. Like it just
the gun, the missiles with the clear plastic looks so good really too. Good.
Yeah. So and the face, the head look is a different material. It's not that textured look. It looks really, really detailed and they did a very
there's
good
the robot part coming out of the techno-organic body. Yeah, it looks really good.
It looks really good.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts down below. Moving on to recently released, we got two things. One, I want to know if Bobby got, or if he's going to be disappointed that he didn't get. And the second thing, I know that he probably has this on his way to him. So first we have the Supreme and Transformers 40th anniversary Optimus Prime, and this is via Uranus DD. So were you able to score one of these?
I hate this store. I hate their e-commerce site. I'll say that. This sold out in 2 minutes, and I hate them. I hate their e-commerce site, and that's all I have to say about that.
What I thought was really cool is that it comes with stickers, so you could decide what it looks like, and that's very cool. And the red is also really, really good. And let's just talk about the box for a second. That the box is very reminiscent of what you had as a kid, and looks great too.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm glad to everybody that picked those up. All the bots out there that probably bought it to resell. Sounds like Bobby's going to be spending $180 on one.
I'm not spending $180.
That's what he says now. Lastly, we've got, I think it's Chingang, Mechanical Planet Cybertron Transformers Primus. So this looks really good for a $20 figure. So much paint. I love it. When are we going to see it in your collection?
I don't know. I need to see if it's been sent.
That's bad when you don't remember. Again, the only thing that I think is a knock on this is the head.
It looks. I don't know. I was saying Optimus Prime is kind of Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Yeah.
Ultra Magnus-ish. Yeah, that's the word. But yeah, I was looking at the transformation video on it, and like any of them, the panels start getting a little bit finicky. But otherwise, I think it's just really cool. I like how they have the holder as his weapon as well, the globe holder as his weapon as well. It would have been cool if it spun. It doesn't look like it does, but I'm cool with this. I'm gonna put it next to Unicron, and it'll be one of his moons.
Exactly. I guess what's it called? Cybertron actually has moons, so this would be perfect to put around Cybertron as one of the moons.
Yeah.
So Unicron would probably eat any moons that he requires. So put him around Primus. Well, that is everything we have for you today. So let us know what you thought about it. Are you picking up that Primus? Are you picking up, I don't know, the Scorponok? And we'll see you guys in the next one.
As always, to all debates are won. We will be doing the hauls this weekend, and time will be definitely posted.
I believe it will be Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, but just stay tuned. We'll be able to put that in stone soon.
Yeah, we'll post the link on that as well. So, as always, to all debates are won. We will see you all next time. We're out.